our next guest is going to be, well, he's in Las Vegas right now, and he's going to be fighting at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas next weekend. Long gone are the days where he up sticks, went out there for a little bit of sparring, and now he's actually on a card fighting in Las Vegas. The dream. Every fighter's dream as a youngster growing up, isn't it, Spence?
Absolutely. Listen, you only get out what you put in this game, and Johnny Fisher is a grafter, you know, and he deserves to be where he's at right now, you know, 10-0, 9 KOs, exciting heavyweight, and yeah, showcasing his skills over there in Vegas is every kid's dream, man.
Johnny, welcome to the show, my man. How are you?
Hello, Adam. Hello, Spence. Great to speak to you both again.
How you going, John?
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Listen, obviously out in Las Vegas, you've been out there for a little bit of time. How was the build-up towards next weekend been for you? And listen, we know it's a tempting city. We know you're incredibly well disciplined. Have you managed to keep your dad away from the strip, mate, and the bright lights?
Well, yeah, it's been great, mate. It's been great. My dad was over here for a week during camp, and he's always on it anyway. There's no Chinese restaurants to note of really in Las Vegas, so it's been quite well behaved. But it's been good, mate. I've been training in Salas's gym with the Cubans and adding a bit of that into the armory. And Mark's here now, and Sonny's been here for a good few weeks as well. So my team's been with me, and it's been a good experience to train away from home and add a little bit more to my game.
Talk about the journey, mate, because 3 years ago, obviously working. Selling produce off the back of a van, and now you're fighting on a card in Las Vegas.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I remember when I was out here the first time, I was at university finishing my degree. During that time of COVID, it was all a bit up in the air, and it feels surreal. But I don't let it get. I don't think about it too much because I know on Saturday I've got to go in there and have a fight, and it would be the same as if I was fighting in England. If I was fighting somewhere, York or Wembley Arena, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be a fight, and yeah, I've just got to keep disciplined, as Spencer said, to my goal and to what I've got to do, and that's to win.
I mean, Johnny, explain to our listeners, mate, just what a big deal this is. Boxing out in Las Vegas is every kid's dream. You know, that's where we want to go. You know, when you're a young kid and you're dreaming of becoming a boxer, it's not about even winning world titles. It's about boxing out in Las Vegas, and this is a big moment for you.
Massive. It's a massive moment, and my supporters, and we spoke about it since the beginning of my career when we're going to get an away day out in Vegas or somewhere abroad, and I'm bringing about 150 of my friends and family out with me, so they're all booked into the Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas where I'm staying now. So we're going to have a great little army over there, and I'm very, very grateful for that support because we've all spoke about it for a long, long time, and now it's time to actually do it.
I know that you obviously, you're behaving yourself for now. You can enjoy yourself once the fight's done next weekend. But I'm led to believe that you were in a Western bar or some type of rodeo bar last night where there was a mechanical bull in there. So the big question is, did the Romford bull get on the mechanical bull? And how long did you stay on for it for, mate?
I'm sure after the fight I'll be getting on there. I haven't got on there yet. But I'm thinking about all the other boss soldiers and the Bull Army members. We've all got a lot of blokes over 25, 30 stone. And whether that ball can stand up to the weight. Seeing Big John on that's going to be a sight to see as well. So I'm excited. It's a good little Western bar. We just went there for a little bit of relaxation time. And yeah, we're on the game. Don't worry.
You talk about the training. Obviously, you've been working with Ismail Salas. I know that you've been in the top-ranked gym as well. I know you've been using the facilities, the PI, the UFC PI. Talk to me about that change of environment, how inspiring that is to, like as you said, the top-class sparring that you're in and around with the Cuban fighters.
Yeah, I think it's been great, and I do notice a difference. I've trained at home. I'm very comfortable where I train in Raynham, in the Origin gym, and that's great to be comfortable and have a routine. But sometimes it's good to take yourself away from your comfort zone and be a little bit under pressure with new coaches and a slightly different style. And the sparring out here, I've sparred Michael Hunter. I sparred a guy called Ardi, who's in the Southern African champion as well, and he was very tough. So they've got all a bit of a point to prove over here when the English blokes coming over to America, and it's a bit more of doghouse rules when it comes to sparring, which is good. It gets me out of my comfort zone, and I'm excited to put all that good work to use.
I mean, what's the roadmap now for Johnny Fisher, like over the next 12, 24 months? You know, like you've built up a great record, 10-0, 9 KOs. Yeah. Now you've gone to Vegas. Where are you going, Johnny? I mean, when are we going to see you, in there fighting for titles, etc.? I mean, the British heavyweight scene at the moment is on fire, and you're right in the mix.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We've got so many good young heavyweights coming through. We've got people all down the levels, from top of the level. You look at Fury and Joshua, and all the way down. We've got great names, and for me, it's always been the case of one fight at a time. I don't like to give that boring answer, but it is. But we've got talks with. I spoke to Eddie in December time. We'd love to fight a headliner show in England at some point over the next few months, maybe the next one. Royal Albert Hall. That's what we've been talking about, and what a historic venue that is. And I think that's next on the menu. But listen, I don't look beyond what I've got to do. I've got to do a job in Las Vegas, but that's what we're going to be coming back to, which would be great.
The beautiful thing, listen, and this is obviously not for you to do. You've just got to go and take care of business. But for clowns like me in the media, we get to create narratives and look at yardsticks. So next weekend, obviously, you're taking on Dimitri or Bellew. Now, we are obviously, as British fight fans, we're familiar with him because he's been in with David Adelaide. That was his last fight, and obviously up until that point he was undefeated, going really, really well. He ran into Adelaide, so I'm anticipating Bellew to come wanting to get back on the train next weekend and have a proper good go at you. But for us, we look at that's a wonderful yardstick, and maybe the potential for us to start that narrative of these other British heavyweights, the likes of David Adelaide, Johnny Fisher, to be matched up. We know that obviously there's this big matchroom Queensbury thing. You see where I'm going here, Johnny, don't you? You see where I'm going? Yeah. There's this matchroom Queensbury thing coming up down the line. Maybe we end up getting that on that card. Who knows? Well,
eventually I'm going to have to fight. If you want to get on and be the best, you've got to fight everyone. So listen, if it's right, if it makes sense, I'll fight anyone on the day. So it's no issue for me. And I'm in a position now, as you said, I'm 10 fights in. Maybe you get you get another 5 fights under your belt. You're open to absolutely anyone and any time. And if the price is right, of course, as a boxer, as a professional sportsman, any option will be available. So I'm in a position now where I'm confident, I'm growing. I've got a bit of experience under my belt. Still got a lot more to go, but it's all going in the right direction, you know?
Yeah, it's always healthy, John, isn't it, when you've got other dance partners, and the British heavyweight scene right now is good. You know, you've got Wardley and Clark. I think they're talking about that fight happening for that British title. But you have put yourself right in that mix there. And, it's a great yardstick here to see, you know, go in with this opponent who boxed David Adelaide and did, you know, Adelaide done the job in 2 rounds. But you don't try and beat that. You stick to what you're doing, right? You know, you've got your game plan. You go out there and it's just about impressing.
Yeah, listen, my style is always going to be exciting no matter what happens. So I'm not in the business of comparing myself to others under no imagination. I know I'm going to deliver an exciting fight no matter what happens. And it's not about comparing to how other people have done the job. I've got to beat Dimitri Bellew, who's 6'7". He's won 10 out of his 11 fights. He's got 5 knockouts. That's all I've got to worry about. And if I start thinking about, how's this person done, or how's this person going to do against him, that's the wrong mindset. All I've got to do is put my hands on him and get him out of there. That's the plan.
I love that.
Johnny, I've got to ask you, mate. Do you get time after your fight to spend a bit of time out in Vegas with the Bull Army, Bosch soldiers? You got any of that time?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've already said, me and Sonny, my strength coach, we've seen a donut shop in the hotel. I'm going to have about 24 donuts after this. But I've got about 36 hours in Vegas. We leave the Sunday evening. The fight's at about 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Vegas time. So we've got about a good 36 hours to relax and chill out in Vegas.
There ain't going to be no relaxing, John. There ain't going to be no relaxing. It's all
not relaxing, letting our hair down. Let's put it that way.
Exactly that. And listen, I just want to pick your brains on something, because you've become a really good analyst when we've had you in the studio. Obviously, Chevin Clark has just dismantled Tommy McCarthy. We've just been saying in the studio, a fantastic win for him. I know that you've been keeping across it. What did you make of it, mate?
I thought it was really good. We was watching it in one of our rooms, and I thought McCarthy put up a decent fight. Good body shots were being winged in. But it's the aggression of Chevin Clark and the work rate. When I've sparred him before, and I've seen him spar a couple of other guys in our gym, the work rate remains the same throughout the 10 rounds, the 8-10 rounds that he's sparred. So that's what's going to be his main thing. He's not a massive cruiserweight, is he? But he's very, very strong, and he's very, very fit. So that's going to pay him in good stead as he goes through the rounds and goes through the ranks.
How do you think John's going to get on tonight against Jaime Munguia?
I'm hoping John Ryder wins. Obviously, boxed on a couple of his cards before. Went the distance with Canelo recently. I'm backing John Ryder to get the win. But Munguia's got a point to prove. I know he's not had his record says that he's had lots of wins, but against not many top names. If he gets a win over John Ryder, you've got to take him very, very seriously. But I'm backing John Ryder to get the win.
Yeah. Listen, top man. Go well this week. Enjoy it, my man.
Cheers,
and we're looking forward to seeing you do your thing. Take care.
I appreciate it. Take care.
Superstar. There you go. Johnny Fisher in action next weekend. Dimitri Bellew is the man that he'll be standing across from him. Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.